Alright, it's Combo Envoy again. This time I'm going to show you some combos I think are pretty good, which is the entire reason I actually made this channel was just to give the Yu-Gi-Oh fans of YouTube some good combos and stuff. So first off, we'll start off with one of my favorite combos. It's Lava Golem and its effect cannot be normally summoned to set. This card can only be special summoned to your opponent's side of the field by attributing 2 monsters they control. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you special summon this card. This monster's controller takes 1,000 points of damage during each of their standby phases. So, yeah, it's pretty good. The only bad thing is you're giving your opponent that much attack, and even though they take 1,000 points of damage each turn, it's really not worth it unless you have the right combo. And for instance, say they want to destroy it or sacrifice it, you can activate Cursed Bill and equip it to Lava Golem. When the equipped monster is destroyed and this card is sent to the graveyard, inflict damage to a player who controlled the equipped monster equal to that monster's original defense. Therefore, meaning they would have to keep Lava Golem on the field unless they want to take 2,500 points of damage. And even after that, there's Dark Room of Nightmare, which every time your opponent takes damage from an effect, except this card, inflict 300 more points of damage to him, which that will easily rack up, but still, that's the problem of Lava Golem's 3,000 attack. There's also there's Nightmare Wheel. So, select one monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack or change its battle position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy this card. During each of your standby phases, your opponent takes 500 points of damage. So, if you do the math, that's 1,000 from Lava Golem, 2,500 from Cursed Bill if Lava Golem's destroyed, and if they keep Lava Golem on the field, it's 500 from Nightmare Wheel. And every time one of these effects activate, Dark Room of Nightmare goes, and that's another 300, which quickly adds up. And especially if your opponent is below like 2,500 life points, it puts them in a corner. And there's really not much they can do with this unless they can. Yeah, I can't think of a way to counter this without actually getting rid of Cursed Bill before it is equipped to Lava Golem. Because after that, Nightmare Wheel and Dark Room of Nightmare don't really do that much damage. Lava Golem only does 1,000, and they'd be able to sacrifice it since Cursed Bill isn't there. So basically, Cursed Bill, it seems to be the key card for this combo. So yeah. And, well, you can get Lava Golem, Nightmare Wheel, and Dark Room of Nightmare from Structure Deck Merrick. Cursed Bill, you have to buy a Star Strike Glass Pack and hope you get lucky. Now, on to the next one. First off, the reason I have all these synchros here is because, to me, these synchros are hard to summon. You got Red Nova Dragon, which you need 2 tuners, and Red Dragon Archfiend, whose level equals 12. You need Formula Synchron and Stardust Dragon for Shooting Star Dragon. And I said Formula Synchron because it's the only level 2 Synchro tuner. For Naturia Barkion, you need an Earth tuner and one or more non-tuner Earth monsters, which is kind of hard for me. I have a lot of Earth monsters, it's just they never appear to end up where I need them, so I usually don't get the card out. And then there's Road Warrior, where you need Road Synchron and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. And so far, out of my entire time, I've gotten Red Nova, Naturia Barkion, and Road Warrior on the field once. I don't have Formula Synchron, so I've never even put Shooting Star in the deck. But now I can, because even though these cards can't be used in tournaments, but they're still good for just duels with your friends. There's Mystical Beast of Circuit, which Its effect: destroy this card if you do not control Temple of the Kings. Each time this card destroys a monster by battle, the destroyed monster is moved from play, and this card gains 500 attack. So basically, it destroys a monster, that monster is moved from play, and it's equal to a Blue Eyes. Then there's Temple of Kings, which the control of this card can activate traps the same turn they are set, which is basically the same thing as playing them from your hand. If you control Mystical Beast of Circuit and this card, you can send both to the graveyard to special summon one monster from your hand deck or extra deck. Therefore, meaning that you can bring out any one of these synchros plus other cards, making it simpler for you to do that. The only problem is you have to have Temple of the Kings on the field and then Mystical Beast of Circuit, because his effect, he'd be destroyed if that is not on the field. But sometimes it's better not to sacrifice these and just keep them on the field. But it depends on what the situation is, of course. And yeah, well, those were two of my favorite combos, and there you go.